Okay, hi everybody, it's Mrs. Jost here. We are going to try writing some poetry because April is National Poetry Month. So this weird book that you see that's all dilapidated and falling apart and then I need a rubber band to hold together is actually something that I started putting together when I was a little bit older than you. I think I was 7th or 8th grade. But anytime I saw a poem or some song lyrics that I liked, or any kind of writing that I thought was really cool, you can see the cover falls off, I would write it down in my best handwriting at the time. And I collected a lot of poetry when I was a kid, and all through high school I did this. It was just my book. Whenever I saw a poem, I'd copy it down, and then I'd spend some time when I had nothing else to do writing it so I had a book. In the back, there are some song lyrics, and there's lots of those. There's some stuff in here by myself, some stuff in here from my sister, but poetry has been really important to me my whole life, or most of my life, and so I'd like to share that with you guys. So we're going to start by reviewing some of the things that you were doing in that lovely vocabulary website that some of you do not like, but it's got good stuff in it. I just want to review because the first poem we're going to have you write is, you need to know these, so let's just go over them. So these are parts of speech. So the first one is nouns, and you need to know that nouns are words that are person, places, things, or ideas. Person, husband, place, home, thing, table, idea, love. Okay. Verbs are action words. They tell what the nouns do. Adjectives are words that actually describe the noun. So if the person is husband, you could say he's a tall, handsome husband. If it's a place and it's home, you could say a peaceful home. A thing, the table, like the table I'm sitting at right now, I could say it is a messy table. Or an idea, love, true love, right? So you need to know those and have kind of an idea about what those are in order to write the first kind of poem that we're going to be working on. So I'm going to show you an example first. The first poem that we're going to have or go at are called Take 5 poems. And I think that comes from the fact that it has 5 lines. So this is an example and the title of this, and it's all about trees. Okay, so let's just read it. Trees, shady, bare, branching, blooming, growing. They eat your kites, trees. So what are some of the things you notice? You notice that there are 5 lines. You notice maybe that this poem does not rhyme. Maybe you notice that lines number 1 and 5 and also the title are the same word, and they all are just consist of one word. And then line number 4 is a little bit different because it doesn't just list certain kinds of words, but line 4 says something about trees. Okay, so if you notice even a little closer, you notice that trees are words that are nouns. Shady and bare are adjectives that describe the trees. Branching, blooming, growing are something trees do, right? Even though trees stand there, they're still branching out. They're still blooming. They're still growing. And they do eat your kites from time to time. So the steps, or the way this is put together for a Take 5 poem, again, it has 5 lines, okay? Line number 1 is a noun. It is one word. In the example, it was trees. Line number 2 are 2 adjectives that describe line 1. So you can have 2 words that describe line 1. Line 3 verbs that tell what line 1 does. Just 3 words. Line 4 is a thought, a phrase, a sentence, an idea about line number 1. And then line 5 is going to repeat line number 1 again, or it could be a synonym. And we know from our vocab work that synonyms are words that are different words, but they have similar meanings. Let me show you a different example that actually uses a synonym instead of the same word. This one's called holiday. So that's the title. Titles get capitalized at the beginning and put in quotation marks. Holiday, cheerful, merry, visit, eat, talk, makes me warm inside. Festival. So festival and holiday can be synonyms, right? Holidays, usually they are cheerful, usually they are merry. What do you do on holidays? You visit, you eat, and you talk, unless you're in a quarantine like we are right now. And then usually holidays make you feel sort of warm inside. And another word is festival. So I'd like you to try this, have fun with it. I would like you to try 2 different Take 5 poems. I have posted a document in Classroom, and I've given you some ideas and I've given you the steps. Don't sweat this. Have some fun. We can work with it, and just give it a try.